So now I'm going to move into kind of like the winter spectrum. So, you know, and it's funny because when it's winter, I don't use summer fragrances. Whenever I try to, it doesn't smell right. I just don't know, it doesn't smell right. So I just put that away and I move on. So these are like my favorite fragrances to use in the autumn. Just before I forget, a tip, though it's not good to put your fragrances in the light. It can affect the ingredients inside. It's always good to keep it somewhere away from light, somewhere cool, so that the heat of the sun or anything does not interfere and change the chemicals or the formulation of the fragrance. So if possible, try to keep your fragrances away from the light. So I keep mine over there, like the light, there's no light there, so you know, so it can be preserved for longer. Anyway, so this is my fragrance, well, not my fragrance. This is the Bulgari Godier the Roman Night. This is actually 75 ml. The bottle looks beautiful. Absolutely love the bottle. It's beautiful. It's black and nice. And it's funny how I actually got into this one. You know, when you order things online, sometimes some companies send like little sample trinkets for you to try their fragrances, and I'm gonna be honest with you, I'll try it, but I'll be like, nah, it's okay. And I had a sample of this and it smelled so good, and I was like, oh my gosh, like this smells actually really nice. And I actually bought it based on the sample. So, you know, when you get these little samples, don't be afraid to try them, because you might actually find something that you really like. So anyway, this fragrance I only use in the kind of winter times. It just does not work in the summer. It just doesn't. I'm gonna be honest with you. It doesn't smell right. But the top notes is mulberry, black pepper, bergamot. The middle notes is night blooming jasmine, peony, tuberose, rose, and the base notes are black musk, patchouli, vetiver, and moss. So these, if you like that kind of notes, this is your thing to use. And I get quite a lot of compliments when I wear this one as well. It's a bit pricey, but I feel like it's worth it. These two are from Zara, so it's a bit different. And look, I've done the high end with the, you know, the Giorgio Armani and the, you know, the J'adore and all this kind of stuff. And there's some fragrances I like and there's some fragrances I just don't like. So I am not showing any partiality. I'm just keeping it 100 in terms of fragrances I like and I don't like. Well, not showing you the fragrance I don't like, but the fragrances that I like. So this is one is actually called Black Amber, and this is actually the fragrance. I actually saw this one actually came about. I was on the bus I was in college and I was on the bus coming home from college, and there was a lady who was just spraying a perfume on her, and I was like, this smells so good. And you know how I'm like, I went up to the lady, I said, sorry, you smell so good, what fragrance are you using? And then she was like, oh, I'm using Zara Black Amber. And I was like, it smells so nice. And I took a note of that fragrance, and I've done an internship in Canary Wharf. I worked in Citibank for an internship, and I was there for a couple of weeks, as you do. And and if you work in Canary Wharf, you know there's like an underground kind of shopping centre, and there was a Zara. So I went to Zara and I saw the Black Amber fragrance, and I was like, oh my gosh, when I get paid, this is going to be my fragrance. So I remember when I got paid, I went to Zara, I bought a bag. I bought a bag, I think I bought 2 bags. And I bought the Black Amber fragrance, and I was using this fragrance from the day that I got it until it finished. I think I used this for the whole internship because I loved it so much. Sorry, I know I have stories, but it's like, I don't know, fragrance isn't just always about the smell. For me, it's about memories. It's about remembering certain positions or areas of your life, you know. Anyway, So this is actually mandarin, the top notes. The middle notes is passion fruit and tiare flower. I don't know how to say that. Tiare? I don't know. And musk and vanilla is the base notes. This one is red vanilla, and this was actually an accident. So I wasn't actually meant to be buying this fragrance. It was, I had a moment, I think it was last year, where I was just kind of, no, it was the year before, it was like 2 years ago, I don't know. I was just reminiscing on fragrances that I had in the past, and I remembered the Black Amber, and I was like, oh my gosh, let me buy that again because I miss it. And it was basically, if you bought this on its own, it was like £10. But then if you bought this and this together, it was like £12 or £13. And I was like, yeah, I'm not gonna spend £10 on just this if I can get this for extra £3. So I was like, I'm gonna buy the set. And that's how Zara do. So I bought the set, and I had no expectation for this perfume because I just bought it because it was gonna be £3. And I was thinking, if I don't like it, I'll just give it to my family or friend or someone, because I ain't gonna keep perfume that I don't like. If there's perfume I don't like, I give it away. Or if it's something I can manage, I can use it. If I really don't like it, I'm giving it away. So anyway, this smells really nice. In fact, sometimes I use this more than I use the Black Amber. It's really lovely fragrance. It has blackcurrant, vanilla, praline, patchouli. It has pear, tonka bean and iris. It's very lovely fragrance from Zara. And that sums up my winter fragrances.